Section 1. The Vision of Creation and the Breath of God in All Things. The unfolding of the cosmos from the heart of God. At the very threshold of her visionary revelations, Saint Hildegard of Bingen was shown the mystery that stands at the origin of all reality, the divine act of creation itself. What she beheld was not a mechanical eruption of matter, nor a cold beginning of chance, but an act of infinite mercy and living flame. The universe in its first moment burst forth not from silence, but from the exhalation of divine love. She saw the Word, eternal and hidden in the heart of the Father, shining as a flame of knowledge and joy. And in the fullness of timeless will, that Word breathed, and from that breath came light. Not light as we know it, but spiritual brilliance, form, order, and sacred meaning. It was not a chaotic explosion, but the precise beginning of a divine symphony, conducted by the breath of the Holy Spirit, hovering over the deep. Creation unfolded like a sacred sentence, each element and being formed as a word drawn from the voice of God. Nothing was random, nothing was wasted. The stars were placed as radiant syllables. The elements moved like the grammar of divine thought. The cosmos was not made, it was spoken. It did not evolve, it was proclaimed. The layers of creation and their sacred meaning. She witnessed the layers of existence as a vast and intelligent design. First came the angelic beings, spirits of light, formed before the material world, bearing within themselves the pattern of divine will. Then time itself was summoned, a vessel into which motion and change could pour. Then followed the spheres, the elements, the winds, the waters, the stones, the seeds. Each thing, even the smallest, bore divine significance. Hildegard saw that every flower bloomed not by accident, but to glorify. Every bird that flew did so in rhythm with an unseen command. The rain fell to cleanse not only the earth, but the soul. Mountains stood as altars, rivers flowed as psalms. Fire burned not only for warmth, but as a sign of the zeal of the Holy Spirit. She was told nothing was made in vain. No color, no sound, no grain of soil was meaningless. All things were interconnected, alive with the memory of their Creator, the breath of God in the soul of man. But the crown of creation was man, not because of strength or intelligence alone, but because man bore within himself both spirit and body, heaven and earth, eternity and time. Hildegard saw the creation of Adam as a moment of divine consecration. God did not simply shape him, he adorned him. And when he was formed, God breathed into him, not air, but spirit. The soul entered the body like flame into a lamp, like incense into a golden vessel. This soul was radiant, conscious, free. It carried within it the faculties of memory, understanding, and will. It bore likeness to God, not in shape, but in nature. The body, too, was not a shell. It was a sacred frame, designed to mirror the harmony of the cosmos. The angels watched in awe, for in man was something they did not possess, the freedom to choose love. That choice, Hildegard saw, was both man's glory and his danger. Eve, drawn from Adam's side, was not an afterthought, but the echo of beauty. She bore within her the rhythms of life, the wisdom of receptivity, the capacity to nurture both soul and flesh. Together, man and woman formed not merely a pair, but a living icon of divine communion, the wounding of creation and the longing for redemption. Then came the fall. Hildegard saw creation tremble, not because it was cursed arbitrarily, but because its steward had broken the harmony. The breath of God was grieved, not withdrawn, but wounded. The soil dimmed, the beasts grew wary, the winds grew sharp. Man, once the celebrant of creation, became its tyrant. Instead of praising, he exploited. Instead of sanctifying, he devoured. Yet God did not abandon what he made. Even as creation suffered, it waited. It groaned like a mother in labor, yearning for the moment when the Creator would return, not in wrath, but in flesh. The incarnation and the consecration of matter. Hildegard saw that this return was the Incarnation. The one who had breathed the stars now entered a woman's womb. The Creator became creature, not to destroy creation, but to redeem it from within. She was shown that Christ did not come only to save souls. He came to reconsecrate matter. When he walked the earth, the dust was blessed. When he touched bread and wine, they became his body and blood. When his blood fell into the soil, the earth drank salvation. Baptismal water became a river of rebirth. Oil became strength for the weak. Wood became the ladder of resurrection. Flesh, once fallen, became temple. Creation itself was given back its song. The final restoration of all things. And yet Hildegard saw that the work is not finished. Creation still groans, the earth still suffers, but the end has already begun. In the final hour, the stars will burn brighter, the fire will purify, the skies will part, and creation, wounded but faithful, will be lifted into glory. The earth will become a new Eden, not a return to the first, but a surpassing of it. Man will walk with God again, not in ignorance, but in transfigured joy. The rivers will sing, the trees will dance, the winds will carry prayer, the lion and the lamb will share the field, and every tear will be wiped away. The divine song within all things. Hildegard ended her vision not with fear, but with invitation. She was told, "O man, you are not dust alone. You are breath. You are light. You are the echo of a voice still speaking. Do not walk blind through creation. The stars watch, the rivers remember, the trees stretch upward in prayer. Every creature awaits your return to praise. The world is not indifferent. It is alive with longing. It was made by love. It waits for you to love in return." All things, she saw, are part of the divine symphony. And when man once again takes his place, the universe will be complete.